I just thought today, for a change, you might want to see a little bit of my white cloth. I'm not finished, I've got a big square down here, and I've just made a video for the class, letting them know about my intentions. But that's going to stay between me and them for now, because they're part of the class, so it's important that they have exclusive stuff. Last night I just joined some sections. I've done this one with buttonhole stitch. I probably can't find them all now because they all blend into one and morph into one. This is just done with a little overcast stitch because some of these edges are quite thick and it's hard to do anything more elaborate on those. I do have one here with bullion knots, and there's the overcast stitch again. I like that because it's very simple and it's very utility like, and that continues all the way down here, and then there's a very pretty little buttonhole edge there. That was quite easy to do because that's quite thin cloth, quite a thin seam. So I think I did about 6 seams last night. So there's no pins in here now, and all the tacking's been removed. So it's going to be quite straightforward to finish this once I get on and embellish my last piece to be the finishing for it, you know. Yeah, so that's where I'm up to. What I'm looking for is this little label. I think I made a point of showing you this little label when I was doing another video once before. This is a piece of vintage cloth that I bought in a shop, and as I was cutting it up and pressing it and laundering it and stuff ready to use in this, I noticed underneath this tiny little label. I've talked about it before, but that's how it fits into the cloth and it doesn't look out of place. It's lovely and my eye's always drawn to it, and I tend to think it's a permanent thing. So rather than a laundry mark, I would imagine that would be perhaps a quality control thing. So the person who, I don't know if this was factory made, but the person who perhaps produced the edge on this cloth or something had to leave a reference of who they were, and that would be my guess as to what that is. That's their reference number. Yeah, so that's what I did. I'm trying to see what else I did last night. Just maybe a couple of little areas you might not have noticed before. These circles of French knots. Didn't do this seam last night, but that's edged with buttonhole, and some prairie points in there. And I'll put rouleau loops in the other piece that isn't finished yet. Oh and yeah, this ribbon, I wanted to talk about this ribbon. I'm not a ribbon person. I don't tend to put ribbon in my work. It's not something I do through choice, but this ribbon was attached to a piece of vintage cloth that I've used. This piece here, so I've left it because it was there. I've left it there, and I think that's a nice touch. I mean, I'm quite a fan of dangly things. Don't know, I'm not a girly girl at all, but I do like dangly things for some reason. I don't like pretty fancy dresses or pink clothes or anything, but dangly things and extra titivations, as I like to say, I'm a big fan of those. So I just thought I'd share that little tiny snippet of information about this cloth. And I'm waiting for the labels. I think I said on my blog I was getting some labels made for the pockets, and I haven't got those yet, and I don't want to talk about those or put them on the blog or say anything about that until I've told the class, and they're not even here yet, so I can't begin to discuss them, and it won't be finished till they're here. So there's a bit of white for you today.